Hey everybody, welcome to the Combo Wombo podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Gimpy, and right next to me is the man with the plan, Chip Monk. What's up, brother?
What's happening, bro? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I'm fucking neck deep in 3D printing right now.
Dang, man, what you got going on, man? You're printing off knives, you're printing off battery holders, you're printing off
yeah, man.
hit boxes, dude.
It's been a big thing. I'm currently working on a Doom chess set.
Okay,
so
dang.
I got this little Doom guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a pawn.
You have the toots, dude?
What's that?
The toots? The Doom toot guy?
The fuck? Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Never mind, bro. Just,
yeah,
you know.
No, I got it. Yeah, no,
This is foreshadowing, dude.
He'll be in there. He's a knight. I believe he's the knights in the set. No, some guy just made a wonderful complete chess set, including a box, a lid, like there's racks inside of the box to store all the pieces, and the chessboard is that you actually 3D print the chessboard as well, and it's put together like puzzle pieces. So
dang,
pretty fucking cool. And like all of the pawns, like his recommended settings for printing are fucking gold. It feels perfectly weighted. Pretty fun. It's I recently printed a Minecraft chess set for my niece because she's learning chess in school and she's actually really enjoying it. And my sister bought her a board, standard board, but I was like, she loves Minecraft too. Let me just make this.
We're living in the future, dude. Everything custom.
Yep. So got that for her. So it's been fun though, man. Outside of that, I've been really into the new Forza game.
I thought you were gonna say Fortnite, dude. I was like, all right, I'm here for it. All right, what's going on with Fortnite?
No, it ain't that. It ain't that, brother. It ain't
that. Forza that just dropped, dude. You playing it on Game Pass? Are you buying it? Or?
No, I'm playing it on Game Pass. Because honestly, I wasn't sure, right?
Gotta get that value, dude.
With racing games, I love racing games, but they outside of like Project Gotham Racing 2, like nearly 20 fucking years ago.
Have a racing wheel?
That's what I was wanting to get into. I wanted your opinion on this, Chip.
All right, yeah. What's going on, man?
I am absolutely loving the new Forza. It's been so fun. I've been losing sleep over it. It's a good time. Like tuning my car has been fun. Doing the races has been fun. Trying to be as safe as possible has been fun. When I had this much fun before in Star Wars Squadrons, I went out and bought a real legit flight stick, right?
That's why I got one, dude.
Yeah,
my flight stick.
Yeah. Now with Forza, I'm enjoying it quite a bit.
Yeah,
but the problem is racing wheels are like $200 starting. You know what I mean?
Out the gate.
And if let's say I get bored with Forza, or is it worth it?
And it's not like something you can just set up too, bro. You need like some sort of container or like a setup situation.
A place for it, right? Well, so I have
a platform to like place it on, dude.
Yeah, this desk that I have now, it's a 3-tier desk, so I already did like the preliminaries.
The measurements, are they?
Yeah. So I can actually clip it to my top tier, which sits above my keyboard, and it'll fit perfect. Right. And where the pedals are actually fits perfectly on like the bottom tier of my desk where my computer sits. I can sit it right in front of that, and it'll be fine. So from a logistics standpoint, that's there, but from a cost to usage rate thing, it's not quite there yet. Because how I bought the flight stick, right, was around Black Friday, and it was a deep fucking cut. So it was like a $300 like flight stick setup with a throttle and everything that I got for like $150. I was like, that was a crazy deal, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
They go on sale, dude. Like you can get like kind of the same deal with the Logitech usually does like a Black Friday sale, and they also do a Christmas sale where you can pick up like their $300 rig for like $100, like $99. I've almost pulled the trigger on that thing like 2-3 times already.
We were talking about this last year when around Black Friday when you were thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
So here's my thought. It's worth it if I could get buddies playing.
Okay. Yeah. Start like a rig? VR rigged sim team.
Yeah. Well, Forza is not going to support VR because it's Microsoft, but
you have an HD5, bro. Like this is the gateway, bro. This is how you get in. You're like, oh yeah, I'll just sit here on my TV, and then you're like, what if I was in the cockpit of this Ferrari? living my best life with my music, dude.
That is how you get there. So that's where I'm at. That's where
I'll
I'm
get
at.
my Winamp skins, dude. We'll be out here living, dude.
Hell yeah. But that's where I'm at, dude. I've been having such a blast just going through the tracks, learning the turns and shit. I have fucking just music blasting. And it's one of those things, right, where how often are you, like, for me, I'm usually listening to what's happening in the games and the game soundtracks.
Yeah.
I haven't like listened to music as I'm playing a game in quite a while. So just
all right, here's my recommendation. All right, you want a serious recommendation? I'm
Sure.
I'm listening to your life story here. You're laying out all these facts.
Sure.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Have you heard of a kicker?
No. What's that?
All right, it's a kicker is a bass amp that you straddle to the back of your seat.
Oh, you're talking about that. Okay.
Yeah, and it gives you feedback, and it works with all your games. I recommend getting a kicker. They're like $100. I think you can get like a cheaper one. It's like a midway point. Like if you want like more feedback, more feel, it's gonna like vibrate your seat and stuff too for like the acceleration and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, and it works with like other games as well. So if you're playing your Dooms, your whatever, dude, you have that thing
Super
just like throttling you. Yeah, you're in the game, dude.
Sure.
Yeah, I say get a kicker for now because I don't think those things ever really go on sale. I might be wrong on that because it's like such a niche of a niche at that point where they're like, niche. Yeah.
Does it go under my seat like with wheels? Like how the fuck is that?
It like clips on. It like like has a clamp and it just goes there and then like you pay. It's like a little booster.
Sure.
But yeah, those are really good. You could 3D print some of them. I've seen some people trying to like 3D print them. I wouldn't recommend that. There's not a lot of great documentation I could find. Sure. But it's doable. Like if you have like if you have more time than money, that's probably the route. You already have the 3D printer, you know. So
yeah. I don't know. A lot of times I've just been throwing money at things, so I don't feel like I have the time. Like
you could 3D print a wheel as well if you wanted to like pull apart a controller. People like 3D print like flight sticks and stuff.
Yeah,
dude, it's a whole thing, dude.
It feels like I could do that, but then I was pulling apart a controller. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck that.
You could also maybe find something at like a thrift shop as well. Like they tend to end up there a lot.
That is actually a great idea. There's a thrift shop up the road from me. I was gonna drop
take
some
a
shit
gander,
off
dude.
Yeah, no, that's a
there's some. They've found like all kinds of weird and obscure electronics. Like we got like that Cricut cutter at one point. The professor found one of those. Those things go for like $200-300. He picked it up for like $25, dude.
Yeah, they don't know the value of things a lot of the time. Yeah, so that's great.
And it was missing like a power cord too, but he ordered that online for like $8. And
I shit you not, my dad found a authentic Chinese vase from like it was like one of those antique roadshow bits, you know what I mean? He bought it. He's like this thing looks super legit, right? And he's looking, there's no markings on it. So he went and had that shit appraised. He bought it for $3. He got it appraised. It was fucking worth $1,800 estimated. Nice. So he sold it. Okay. And after the little technical difficulties there, I was saying my dad bought a vase for $3, sold it for $1,300. So it's one of those things where
and I was like, man, like having like something like that nice almost becomes like a problem. Like I have like all this glass stuff in my house. I'm like, I don't want anything to break. It's like not like a kid friendly place. But like if you have like a beautiful vase, you want to put it up, like. Then it's like, damn, now I got to get insurance for it, dude. Like, this is some bullshit, dude. Like, it becomes more of a burden than it's worth. It's like, I'll give this to somebody else who's better equipped.
It's funny because now my dad, it's like one of those like drip feed achievements, right?
Oh, it's addictive.
So now he's like looking at everything. He's going there all the fucking time. I'm like, you're not gonna. I was like, that's a once in a lifetime thing. You're not gonna do it twice.
Yeah. I bought these like cute little coat hangers. I saw they're like cats, like for like the hanger part.
Sure.
So you put on a suit and it looks like a cat's being a little businessman or woman. So they had those and I was like, oh, these are cute. These are what? Like it was like 50 cents.
Sure.
So I bought like, they had like 4 of them and I was like, oh, are there any more? And I looked around now. So I bought like 4 of them and I was like, these are cool. And then I had them for a while. I was like, I'm never going to use this. And I had like some friends that were cat people. And I was like, here you guys go. I just gave it to them. I didn't really know them that well at the time, But they're like deep into cats. And I was like, I like these people. Here's some cool cat hangers I'm never going to use. And so I handed it off to them. And then I looked online. Those things go for like $40-50, dude.
Damn.
And then I was like, so I went back to them. I was like, listen, I don't want them back or anything. But I looked those up. They're worth like $50. I want you to know I paid 50 cents for these. I don't want you to get like the weird idea of like, why is this fucking weird dude I barely know giving me like these $50 like custom painted coat hangers, dude? Like, this is such an awkward situation. But I did not
like. If they look it up though. That's what I found.
Yeah. No, because like I don't know, maybe somebody knows. They're like, "Oh, you got these?" Like, you know, those things are like, over time, like
that dude's
10 years from now, they're
you
like,
and trying to murder you in your sleep.
yeah,
For sure.
that dude's probably pissed. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
No, I looked him up because it was like it looked like a set, so it's like, oh, maybe there's more of these sets I could get for other people. And I was like, oh hell no, I ain't doing that. Like,
I got you.
but yeah, man, it's addictive, dude. That drip feed of the flip, dude.
Yeah. So so going back to the original thing is I've been playing Forza. It's great.
Yeah, dude.
It's absolutely great. And getting a wheel 50-50 on it. If I have like one buddy who will play Forza with me at least once, I'll probably pull a trigger.
You won't even play Demio with me, bro.
I'm trying, bro.
We schedule times and everything, dude.
I know.
He's always just
I know.
fumbling the bag, bro.
Life.
Have you tried out Gran Turismo, dude?
Yeah.
How's that comparing? The new one?
I absolutely love the new Gran Turismo. I think just it's a house logistics for me. So PS5's in the living room. Kids are usually awake. So the times where I can play Gran Turismo is few and far between. But down here on the computer, because of Game Pass, I can play on a computer or on Xbox. So I have more opportunities to play Forza. It's not of which I like better. I think they're both fantastic games. It's that I could more easily play on PC anytime I want versus upstairs. Because I'm not going to kick the kids off of the TV.
Is there any difference now? Because I know they've always said like Forza's the more arcadey, Turismo's more of like the sim racer style game. Is that like, are they just it's a racing game?
No, they're both
to the average person. Like you're not deep into the racing scene.
I think when you go online, it's a little different. I mean, Gran Turismo still has their licenses and stuff, which are the funnest parts for me.
Yeah.
So, but I think they both do the same thing well, but they do it in different ways. So it's kind of it's really apples and oranges at this point.
Yeah.
I think the online modes, I think Forza's doing it better than Gran Turismo is now. And the reason why I'm like saying one without the other upside of like that is if I'm buying a wheel, can it work on PS5? Can it work on Xbox? Both will work on PC,
Yeah. So, they got like the USB ones now that plug into everything. They work in the Xboxes and the PlayStation. So they're like cross-platforms. So
so like if I buy the Xbox one, like there's a bigger, more expensive wheel that works on everything.
Yeah.
And that's like $300.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get that one on sale, dude. Just do it. Yeah, that's the one I'll probably grab. But yeah, I think you've decided for me. Appreciate it, Chip. But what have you been up to, brother? There's one thing that this whole pod episode's going to be about, but let's fill the people in.
Yeah, I will say this real quick about the racing scene is like most people that are deep into the racing lore right now are just kind of upset by
or Forza.
Yeah, they're on PC and they're like upset that there's not better racing sims. There's like still jank in a lot of the physics, a lot of the bigger tournaments that happen. They've had a lot of connection issues. They're like any other game, like people would not tolerate this bullshit. Like all the tournaments they try to run, there's like problems. There's issues with connectivity. There's issues with physics. There's issues with ragdolling. And it's not like all the time, always. It's kind of like a cyberpunk issue. But like if you're deep into that lore and you have like, these aren't people like us where we're talking about, spending a couple $100. These are people spending a couple grand.
Sure.
They're spending real car money on like their like racing rigs, and they're like, yeah, this is unacceptable that this shit even happens.
Sure.
And then they say like the caveat is people are like, oh, this is really good for a racing game is like always the caveat that they tag on things. And they're like, why can't these games just be fucking good? And how come everyone's like, and they're like, if these things are that broken, why not just go and indulge the fantasy? Why don't we have like more of like your Twisted Metal style games, or like your, like the best people got now are like Kart Racer and Kart Racer knockouts. But I digress. That's their arguments. I stay away from it. I'm just putting out their voice, the voice of the peoples.
Sure.
They're in the weirdest niche. Yeah. Me, dude, I've been messing around with the Hammer editor. I've been making maps for Counter-Strike 2.
Yeah. Yep.
It's been going. I don't know.
Has learning Hammer been treating you? Because I know you your initial thoughts were some of the like shortcuts and entity handling are bullshit, but
yeah, it's like weird. Like it's like to change through like your object select mode. It's like 1 through 4, but then like everything else you're doing is like ASDF and then like shift, control, and alt. And then it also does that shit where it's like to do this you hold control, to do this you hold alt shift, then this, to do this you hold control, then alt, then this. And it's like, can't you just fucking not do everything on different keys? Like, but it's like the same buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's like to like select an object. I think it's like Control O. But then it's like if you hold Alt O, it hides everything but that object. And if you hold like Control Alt Shift O, it unhides everything but that, or something like it. I don't know, some bullshit. It's still some bullshit. I thought about just printing off like all the hotkeys at a certain point.
Yeah. I use LDTK for 2D level editing. That's what I was using for the stealth game I'm making. And Alt R switches to a single layer, and that's like ingrained in my head. So you going from one engine to the other, I completely get that, because if you're doing a hotkey, and you use quite a bit, it's just gonna blow your fucking mind.
Especially like from like Trench Broom, I'll be like hitting keys that aren't hotkeys in Hammer. Sure. They're like, I'm like, damn, all right, I gotta kind of reprogram my brain. I'm enjoying it. Like, I like the way things look. I like that they have like smooth edge lines now that like kind of bevel corners now to make them look more realistic. No.
Or you have to there's like just run through and
so you have to actually select like the edges, and then like I think it's right click, and then there's like a shading mode. So you can actually bevel the things with like Control B to like bevel it out.
Sure.
But like the better way to do it is like they just know in engine that most people want like smooth corners on most things because that looks more realistic for like real world environments. So like you can set that to like line render a smooth bevel for that stuff. So
cool. Got it.
Nice. It's some cool shit. It looks nice. The real time ray tracing is pretty dope. I have an RTX card, so it's not an issue. I know a lot of other people have issues with that. And then like you can't even build your maps unless you have an RTX card now either. So you have to be using like a GPU. I know there's like a couple workarounds people have found out how to do, but like people are pissed about that. I also ran into the issue because like initially I wanted to make like a Half-Life Alyx map for like VR shit, but I know like just testing stuff in VR, I'd have to like have my headset here and like have everything plugged in and like go back and forth from like the real world back to that, because I've done stuff in Unity and like it's fun at first, but then it gets pretty annoying after like a few hours of being like, all right, let me
just put it
back in and check in. Just to be like, oh, I tweaked this one thing, and then like
the very first mobile game I made had the same problem where I'm like testing it on the device. I'm consistently pushing it there, and it's annoying.
Yeah, a lot of engines now have like direct streaming and stuff for mobile, so you can like pair your phone to like your computer and
but
real time test. It's still early. So maybe at some point there'll be like real time streaming back and forth. I know Unity has some stuff kind of like that. It doesn't work most of the time, but when it does work, you're like, oh, I'm living in the future. This is great.
Yeah.
I have all my hardwire set up and it all just works. That being said, man, I was like, man, can I just make my own standalone game using like the Hammer editor and like the Source 2 engine? It's like, not really. I looked around and there's like, I guess there's possibly an SDK available, but it's not like publicly available. Like you have to ask people.
It's so the Half-Life Source, not Source 2, but the original Source is open and you can make real games with it. So use Half-Life 2 as your base and you can do that.
Yeah. So when I looked at it, I started looking up other stuff, and I guess like Gary from Gary's Mod, he's back at it again. He made a little studio called Face Punch, and they made a game called Rust.
Yep.
But then Unity did all their pricing shenanigans, and John Riccatelli got fired now.
Yeah. That's
did he get fired, or was he just?
No, he stepped down.
He left.
He stepped
down.
He stepped down,
which is
but
nice.
He also got like 30 billion in stocks or million or whatever the fuck it was. Something ridiculous. But
I was like,
he's gone,
everyone's like, oh no, they're like, good riddance. I'm like, I'm sure that guy will land on his feet, dude.
That dude's all like Scrooge McDucking it out of the place. You know what I mean?
His golden parachute out of the building. He's like, until we meet again. And like flies off, dude.
Exactly. But he's gone. So, we did it, boys. We did it.
I don't know. And like most of the feeling on the internet is like, we'll see, because that wasn't like his alone decision. There's like boards,
it's a board of directors,
but so it's like, this was a greedy. He was like, yeah, I'll do it.
He's the face, but he was unapologetic about it. So that's
but you got to be that guy, to be the CEO guy. Like if the board's saying do this, like we're 100% confident in this move. This would be great. This is a big money move. This is gonna be awesome.
But like on that side of it in the financial world, I went against the board all the fucking time. I was always like, it was always the board versus me. So, but I get you.
Yeah, they probably kept you around just because like we need somebody to be the guy, to be like, the devil's advocate. Like, even if they're making like the worst decisions ever, but I don't know, man. Money's weird, and also like they're legally liable to do like what's best for the shareholders as well.
100%. Yep.
Yeah, so it's not like to do the best thing for business. You have to do the best thing that makes the most money that quarter.
But the short-term thinking is also a thing, so you could, you know what I mean? It's like you're hurting your business by trying to make more money by being
you're ruining your brand image, you're tarnishing it.
Exactly. So, but but that's their board, that's not me. But like I said, you and I should be running Amazon already. So Amazon's getting
their game division. Yeah. Why not? 100%. Dude, we'd take it into a new light, dude. I feel like it's really what we would do is kind of like what Gary's doing here, because like Face Punch left Unity because of all that shenanigans, and they went back to Source 2. They went back to Poppy, and I guess they opened up the fucking Source 2 engine to them, and they're making something called like Sandbox, which is basically going to be the new Gary's mod, but like that you can make games in.
Sure.
So they look kind of cool. They have that available, and I was looking at like to try and get an invite to that because it looks like they're kind of aping or borrowing or heavily influenced by like the Unity engine, like how the Unity engine does things.
Of course, that's what they've been using. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So it's, I don't know, but like all, editors kind of look alike at the end of the day. Like right now,
True.
People kind of figured out like the best workflow practices, and they're using close to that. Like the Hammer editor kind of looks like that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So like I don't know, it's invite only right now, and then they stopped giving out invites, but you can still get an invite from somebody who already has an invite.
Sure.
And I went on their Discord, and I was like, oh, maybe I can get one. But they want you to be like verified on Discord and have like a phone to verify like your Discord ID and shit. And I'm like, I don't want to do that shit. It seems like these are steps I don't want to take, dude.
So such a little barrier to entry. That is
This
hilarious.
is the most smallest barrier to entry. I'm like, I'm good.
So let's get into this a little bit because I want to get to it before it gets too late. So
what's
all of our listeners who've been with us for a while know that while we both work on making games and stuff, we both play games, we both have opinions on games. We know that you yourself thrived in the mobile space, and you up until I'd say pretty recently, you haven't really branched yourself out to play like new AAA releases and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think Cyberpunk was your first foray back into the AAA space. You've recently started a co-op playthrough with shout out Crab of Elden Ring, Game of the Year 3 years ago. You had some controversial statements that I really want to hear, so
I would say
we're gonna
that
get to the ill mind of Chip.
Yeah, dude. I don't know about Game of the Year, bro. Like, look at like 1998, 1999. You got Legend of Zelda. Look at 2000. You got The Sims, bro. 2000 Game of the Year, Diablo 2, bro. This game felt like a AAA game back in like 2018, 2019, dude. It looks like it was made for the PlayStation 3, dude. Like, it was really lacking, dude. Look, it felt like it was made for last gen hardware,
what the fuck
software,
are you talking
bro.
about?
Dude, the game is like the cameras are garbage, bro. Like it looks like it's like filmed like it's some weird like 4:3 aspect ratio. Like whenever you like it auto locks, it doesn't auto lock. You have to toggle it with the button, and then like if you try to run away from a guy, so if you're trying to run away, like if you're trying to run away, you're like fucking Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, like fucking running away from a boulder, dude.
The enemy.
Yeah, but you have to like hit the toggle, which will change the direction that you're running. So it's like you'll be like not able to look at where you're running away from a thing if you're trying to like move around a thing. And it doesn't do like a normal strafing action if you're locked on something that they figured out in fucking the 1999 Game of the Year fucking Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the Z targeting, bro. They don't even have fucking Z targeting, bro. Like you don't strafe around a thing. Batman Arkham Asylum does that shit, bro. Every real game fucking does this. It's just like, oh, what are you trying to do? Trying to combat this thing? Let me just target it and then let you run around freeform around it, dude.
Your stance is a game from 20 fucking years ago? No,
way
dude.
better. Yeah,
no, it's
way
not.
better than this game, bro.
No. You can't handle locking onto an enemy, dude? Are you fucking kidding me?
Trying to move around it and do combat with the camera, like the camera always does like this weird fucking pan up thing, like you're looking at the biggest thing in the world when it's like a smaller. You have to fight chinchillas in this fucking game, bro. Goats go into like little donuts and like pedal away in like a barrel, dude. They do like a barrel roll away from you, like until we meet again, fucker. And then like they turn into a wheel, like a cartoonish wheel, and roll away. I'm like, fucking Game of the Year, boys. This is it. It's ridiculous, dude. The iframes completely unforgiving, dude. Like they're just so busted, dude. Like I'll be dodging something and they'll hit you right in the middle of a dodge, dude. They're broken. Like they can't even figure this shit out.
It's not an eye. What do you mean? It's not an eye. Get fucking good. That means you didn't dodge it. If you got hit middle of dodge, that means you did not dodge it.
If you're in a dodge animation and they fucking slang you, dude, that's some bullshit. You get stuck in like animation lock where they'll like just hit you like 4 or 5 times. You can't do shit. There's no like block parry system.
There is a block and parry system. What the fuck?
Yeah, but not while you're already hit, dude. So like you shouldn't be able to just get your shit.
How could you parry when you're already hit?
This is some busted ass
sense, dude.
Bro, this is like trying to play the fucking what's the game I'm thinking of? Not Soul Calibur, dude. This is some Soul Calibur level fucking stunlock corner chicanery, dude. This is like Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube levels
Dude,
of fucking fuckery, dude. This is like the people who like, it's like they took the Soul Calibur fucking busted ass animation mechanics and they're like, yeah, that's good. And they put that in, dude.
So you clearly haven't played a game since 2016. You haven't played an action game since 2016 because
when they actually had to finish good
Demon
games
Souls,
that worked
Demon
on
Souls
a CD.
and Dark Souls have been the standard bearers for this type of gameplay.
I feel bad for this generation of gamers, dude. These are some lost souls.
Absolutely wrong. You're just flat out wrong, and you clearly haven't gotten good. If you want iframes on your roll, you're playing the wrong game, dude.
Yeah, dude. I need to get like a real game, dude. I need to get like the new fucking Street Fighter, bro. I need to get the new Mortal Kombat, bro.
A real game. Those are fighting games. You're comparing fighting. You use Soul Calibur as another example. You're comparing a fighting game to an open world 3D action game. They're fucking action RPG. They're completely different genres.
I would use action in air quotes, dude. This game has like a lack of action, dude. If you try to use a fucking bow in that game,
what are you talking about?
Like, dude, to get a bow, you have to like hit like a fucking left button, left bumper, right bumper. Yeah, you have to like switch with your fucking. Yeah, with the D-pad. Switch to with the D-pad. Like you have to hold like on my controller it's B. You have to hold B, hit the right diagonal button to switch to it, then hit like your left fucking bumper, then hit right bumper to load an arrow, then the right trigger to shoot at that shit. But you have to be aiming with the left trigger, dude. It's fucking dumb. Who does that? What kind of action is that, dude?
Of all, you're completely
I'm simulating
wrong.
a fucking thing.
You select
no,
the bow.
because then like if you use like a crossbow, like you just like pull it out and then whip it and shoot it, dude. It makes way more sense. Like, it doesn't make sense that the fucking crossbow works different than the bow, dude. That's fucking dumb. That's shit design, dude.
It doesn't. You're completely wrong. I think the fact that the game asks more than tapping one button for you, you're just blown away. So to pull out a bow, you switch to
dude.
it
When I'm
like
in the middle of combat, dude, and I'm like,
there's no
now I have to hit like a fucking 18-hit combo to fucking. I have to hit a Tekken level combo to fucking pull off like some bullshit fucking. It's like I'm playing fucking. The fuck's that breakdance fighter from Tekken 3? Shit me, bro. You know what I'm talking? Yeah, like it's like I'm playing Eddie Gordo, dude.
So to pull out a bow, you press up on the D-pad.
You're like, yeah, kick good, dude. Play like your Tekken 3 combo.
And then you press right trigger to shoot. Like, well, it's two buttons, dude. I don't know what you're playing. I don't know what mysticism you're doing, dude. But you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Look at any other like action game. Look at like Devil May Cry. Look at Bayonetta, dude. These are people doing it right.
Different types of games.
Yeah,
different types of games.
Yeah, better game. Not a problem, bro. Can't not comparing. Yeah,
you can't compare. They're different type. So okay, so that's incredible. So here's what's actually happening to you. So you're wrong on every account. I can tell you that. And this is not.
No, I'm just like objectively right, dude. It shouldn't be like.
You're not objectively right or wrong.
There's a weak attack and a strong attack, bro. Like what is that?
You're clearly wrong. Also,
you can't even fucking combo that shit together,
the games
dude.
You just mentioned have a weak and a strong attack.
There's like no tells too for like when or how to block or parry. They're like,
every
just get
enemy
good.
has a tell.
Yeah, you have to learn every. Instead of doing that, what if there was just an icon, dude, that just like showed up, dude? Like every other fucking action game, like Batman, bro, like Batman Arkham Asylum, where you want to like parry or block or dodge or like
very easy and gimped fighting system because of
it was
icon.
Good.
No, it was easy.
Oh, because of the icon.
You're confusing easy with good.
No, it's just good, dude. It's accessible.
No,
it's fucking clear.
Easy accessibility. You're going against the game design principles of the entire Soul series. You have to watch animation tells for every single one of these games.
Bro.
No, that's you not being. You are discounting.
How many enemies are there? Like what? Like 50, 60?
Sure.
I have to learn like 60 different animation tells, dude. That's dumb.
It comes natural. It comes natural with playing the game.
It comes natural after you like die for a few hours.
100%. That's what the game is, dude. You haven't gotten good. Everyone goes through this, dude. It's growing pains. You're gonna sit in your fucking bed
because you want to be
going
better, dude.
Why do I suck ass at this game? And then you're gonna start parrying your first enemy. It's gonna unlock, and you're gonna love it.
No, it's because I want to play like an action game, dude. With the action RPG, I just have to remember it's an RPG, dude. You have to be like this is like what the fuck was that game made by those Polish developers where it was like a war simulator where it's like if you lose an arm, you lose an arm. And now you have to play the game like that. This is like that, dude. Where it's like every move of the mouse goes directly with the swing of your sword. Now you have to play the game like this. Yeah, dude. This is the Mountain Blade, dude. You'd be like, oh, people love Mount Blade, dude. This is great.
Here's the thing.
Dude. If I went to Mount Blade, I'd feel the same way.
What you've just described is not being familiar with like this style of action RPG, which has been popular for over a decade now, since like fucking 2012, 2010. So you missed 10 years of gaming.
Yeah, dude, there's like 16 buttons to do shit on it. Dude, I need a flight stick to play this game, dude.
No,
this is fucking garbage.
It's like being confused at fighting games because you have to dial in a combo, dude. It's not. It's a basic gameplay principle of this genre that you're just missing.
That they teach you how to do, and then there's like clear tells, and then there's like combo lists. Whereas this game, they're like, get good, figure it out.
There are clear tells.
Figure it out. Does it tell
every
you
single
when?
enemy has to tell. Every single enemy. Is
there anywhere in the game where it tells you that?
No, you have to figure it out yourself.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
What is wrong with self-discovery in games? We had a whole pod about how games teach you by gameplay.
Like a wordless tutorial,
series,
dude.
The entire Soul series, the entire Elden Ring game teaches you by you playing.
Dude, it doesn't help that, like,
it's a you problem. It's not the game's problem. I'm
succeeding, dude. I'm thriving, dude.
Not you. What you've just described is not thriving at all.
I've already beaten like one of the small bosses, dude. I've destroyed some shit.
You beat
one
boss.
The XP system.
You beat the tutorial boss. When you beat, I'll tell you this. I'm good. This is my challenge to you, dude.
I don't like the drip feed of XP, dude. This garbage. Like it's designed for you to just be grinding like the same fucking 5 enemies over and over again because it expects you to die. I don't die, dude. I just slice and dice, dude.
It's bro. It's not.
I slice up and I kill everything, dude. I destroy them, bro. I'm that good already, dude. Like I'm being actively punished for being better at the game than it's designed for. Like the skill level is designed for like grandpas like you who fucking move at 2 frames a second. I double jump over on my horse, unmount, fucking sling down, single-handedly kill a guy. Fucking slice over, kill their friend, roll out of the way, kill their other buddy. Then all of a sudden I get fucking jungled out of nowhere from some dude on a fucking horse who beats me down in 3 frames. And I'm like, okay, well, I need more health. So I go back, I get my shit, I fuck him up because he just rode on me, take his shit. Now I go to the thing, it's like, oh, that was 700 XP. You need 5,000 to like get the level. And I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? This is bullshit. I need to kill like 10 more of those to get up 1 level so I don't get like triple hit out of nowhere from some bullshit broken enemy that you guys made. There's like 0 sound design that like would let me know.
100% sound design, dude.
Riding up on me, dude.
What?
Yeah, dude. It's ridiculous, dude.
Dude, I feel like you're going through this game deaf and dumb, brother. Every complaint you have, I feel like the game is like the gold standard for all of these. Like enemy tells, gold standard. Audio design for enemy tells, gold standard. Fucking targeting system and comments is gold standard. You're like missing the entire point of these games, dude.
I don't know, bro. The targeting's trash. You have to get used to it, dude. And
there's no getting used to. It's fine.
Yeah, there is no getting used to it, dude. It is that bad. You're right, fine. Dude. It's like we figured this out fucking 25 years ago with Zelda, dude, and they're like, oh, let's reinvent it. It feels so Japanese, dude, where they're like, yeah, let's just reinvent how to target things and like move around things, dude. This is the Mountain Blades of like, all right, first now you have to like go to your menu, turn on toggle, and we're not going to tell you anything about it, and then you're gonna have to like then blind fire and fight these guys. And when there's more than a couple enemies around you, so all of your fucking cameras taken up, we're not going to like pan the camera back so you can actually see where you're going. If you're running away from like enemies, we're just going to lock you so you're looking behind you the whole time. So you're going to run into another fucking group of enemies, dude. We're going to have enemies just pop out of the fucking ground.
Untarget your enemy and move your camera, dude.
We're going to have a giant fucking crab pop out of nowhere and eat your fucking lunch.
The crab pops out. You can hear it on the that's audio design. That also, your controller rumbles.
You're not even ready for it, dude. I don't have that on the
first
PC.
Time. Not the what?
Yeah, dude, the PC's not rumbling. Like the button prompts don't change, so it's all keyboard prompts still for some reason.
That's a game setup, brother. Something's wrong with you, dude.
No, this is their game, bro. Like on my Steam, dude, I have like an Xbox controller. Like it's like press E, press the action button. Does it like show like X and A and B?
You probably have the Xbox drivers installed and the Steam input installed at the same time. You need one or the other because Steam added Steam input about 3 years ago, and if you had the old Xbox drivers installed as well, they overlap. So that's your issue, I guarantee it.
So now it's just giving me like the keyboard layouts and stuff.
Yeah, and other games.
This is why I can't figure out how to do everything because it's giving me like keyboard fucking shortcuts.
So that's a Steam issue. So I can give you that. Yeah. So I'll show you how to change that.
Otherwise, I've been having a ton of fun with the game. It's been pretty interesting. I like the chinchillas.
You know.
What, bro? You can like something and still like have critiques about like how bad it is.
You
like,
can, but your critiques are invalid.
no, I would say they're 100% on it. I feel like if anybody like, I feel like I can say this because I'm coming to it objectively. You already love the game. You love the series. You're already used to some bullshit.
No,
they've
it's
like
not bullshit. That's how every game plays.
What's it called? When they've been kept as a prisoner and beaten down for years, and now like you love your captors. That's you, bro. This is you're like, oh yeah, this game's fucking great, dude. I love that they don't tell me how to do anything. I love how like there's no tooltips. I love how like there's no stores. I like how they give you 10 arrows that you have to possibly find.
It's the one game series that doesn't hold your hand. Like I love other games like it too. Like I've famously on the spot played through Neo 1, 2.
I'm saying it would be a better game if it helped you out and just like gave you some basic normal shit that every other game has.
Because you should know the basic bullshit. The game doesn't treat you.
Yeah,
like
I just watched a YouTube video and now I know how to beat the game, dude. Like that's not fun, bro. If I wanted to just watch somebody beat the game.
Don't do that.
Well, how else am I supposed to learn? Just by sitting there for hours figuring it out like an asshole?
How did you learn how to start making games? You just started doing it, right? And just figured it out.
I looked up some tutorials. I read a book, dude. Like, you don't just be like, oh, let me just open up Unreal and figure out C++ out of nowhere. No, bitch. You have to
you have 30 days of C++.
Yeah, you have to learn.
To build upon.
Then I had to learn. I went to school. I had a teacher who was like, "Here's how you 3D model." I was like,
within the past 20 years, dude. The fact that you haven't played a game in 20 years is a you issue.
When I went into the Hammer editor, I wasn't expecting to be a Hammer editor god, dude. I watched like an hour-long tutorial.
A god, it's a simple lock-on, bro. Nobody's asking to be a god. Nobody's like clicking the right thumbstick, bro.
Nobody's like, oh, figure out like the WASD fucking hotkeys to like navigate through like the Hammer editor. Somebody's like, oh yeah, here's how you do it real quick. And it saved me probably hundreds of hours because then I look through like the reference manual. I have that. I'm like, oh, I can print out these helpful pages to help me out. So that way I'm not fumbling around in the dark in this editor. You're like, just figure out new shit.
I'll treat it like a sport, right? Let's use basketball as an example. You know how to shoot a ball?
Yes.
Basics. That means you know how to move, you know how to attack in the game. Do you know the intricacies of the game, like when to put your hand out to steal a ball?
I was on a basketball team, bro. I had a coach. I went through PE. I feel like you're taking for granted a lot of like the mentorship and learning that people go through. Like,
that you have all these other experiences in life that you're not utilizing.
Yeah, and like this game like goes against it, dude.
Like these motherfuckers been playing games since the 1980s. They know how to fucking lock onto an enemy. They know how to fucking press a button.
And I'm saying like all that shit's like. It should have like a modern coating of paint to help and work as expected.
I would argue,
like the camera system's
it works as expected. It 100% works as expected.
Yeah, but like in the worst possible way, bro. No, it feels like your friend's there, like with his iPhone trying to film you fight a dude like at a KFC, bro.
That is you. I imagine you're fucking palsying out on the controller, brother.
It's like you're at 2 a.m. at a Popeyes, fucking drunk. Trying to fight another guy, and somebody back to the manager at the Popeyes pulls out their camera, and they're trying to get like an over-the-counter fucking camera view of that fight, bro.
I think you're spazzing.
They're shouting like "World Star, dude."
Brother. But I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at the greed. That I'm happy you're having fun with it. I think that some of the world building that you will appreciate if you truly do appreciate that, as we said on the pod.
I don't like all the shit you pick up too, dude. Like, what's up with that, dude? It feels like a Elder Scrolls style game. Where it's like, here, have like some dung, dude. Like we had to chase down a shit beetle, dude. There's like a dung beetle pushed through like a pile of shit, and I'm like, wow, game of the year, boys. You killing a shit bug, dude. Like, wow, this is amazing. You're killing little chinchilla. You learn
more about the fact that like shit's
dung beetles
really
are bad, dude.
No, shit's really important in that game. There's a whole.
Is it? Can you do farming? Is there like some growing of like crops?
No, there's no growing.
Like potion making.
It's how power.
Is there some alchemy?
Is acclimated in the world, dude. Like
you have to get the most shit to get the most power.
You learn. So this is the game. This is the.
I feel like this is what happens when you let people make their own stories of the game, dude. I've read like 10 better web novels than this story. That's
blame George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, dude. That guy has
your Game of Thrones boy.
I don't like Game of Thrones, dude.
But. How long have you played the game?
About an hour.
Okay. You're a baby at it. You have no point.
Probably less than an hour.
You haven't even fought Margit yet. Who's the first real boss you fight. It's where you get good at the game. So,
all right, dude.
I challenge you to beat him. You're playing co-op, so it might be an easier time for you. But
it's gonna be super easy, dude. We're gonna destroy this guy.
Okay, we'll see. I would love your opinions next week after you beat Margit, and focus on the world around you. Just get in the mindset of you isekai'd into a world. All right, and you know nothing about it. These are your isekai protagonists that you love so much. You are that at this
I
point.
feel like in all those stories, there's usually like a village or people to help you out, or you're overpowered. There's none of that
You're not
in this
handheld
game.
in this. You're not handheld.
Yeah,
in this.
dude.
So I just challenge you to come at it from that point of view.
It's almost like they
think
did
you
like
did
the laziest half-ass sandbox possible, and then everyone else is just like making apologies for him, like, oh no, it's good after like 70 hours.
No, it's
you just
good
have to like figure
immediately.
things out, and
I just
nothing's
think-
labeled.
I just think you lack 20 years of prerequisite gameplay. That's not your fault. That's
Yeah,
just
because all I play is really good games, dude.
this has been the Combo Wombo podcast. I was thinking, no.
You're gonna sit there
No.
and tell me that Tekken 3 is not a banger. You can sit there and tell me
It's
the
20
Legend of
years old,
Zelda
dude.
Ocarina is not a
20 years
banger,
old.
bro.
Give me something
Diablo,
give
2,
me something
3,
within the last 5
fucking
years that's a banger, and
Halo.
Cyberpunk is not counting.
Infinite.
Give me something else in the action genre. I'm gonna count Halo as a separate genre. I'm guessing you haven't played an action
Diablo
RPG.
Immortal, dude.
Good night. We're out here. It fucking sucks.
What, have you played it? Have you played it?
Okay, no, because
It's on PC. It's free. Get it, dude.
It's a fucking mobile game. It's a
It's great.
glorified mobile
Story's
game.
great. I would say like there's no pay to win mechanics in the game until you get to like a PvP, but just story wise, the PvE really good, really clean.
Chip just broke
fun.
my brain, everybody. All right. So Chip's take, if I have this right, is Diablo Immortal is better than Elden Ring.
Yeah, dude, put it on the box, dude.
All right. Well,
Path of Exile.
I'm gonna leave this at that, brother. That's the hottest take. That's the hottest hot
Torchlight.
takes. You have no idea how bad that take is.
Final Fantasy Online. World of Warcraft.
So none of these games are
Stop me when I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm lying.
I stopped you already, dude. You've been lying this
You
whole
ain't
time.
doing nothing, bro.
We might as well put on a hat, brother, because you're capping all the way.
Oh, bro. This is a banger after bangers, dude.
All right. But overall, I'm happy you're enjoying it. I hope to
Yeah.
join you in one of these co-op sessions here just to get like your
Yeah, man, get in there,
live
dude.
opinions. But yeah, man. So this has been Chip's Thoughts, Mr. Gimpy.
Deep thoughts.
Deep thinking
Combo
chipmunk.
Wombo podcast. We out.
Like, share, subscribe. We out of here.
Peace.